Welcome back, good people. My name is Kagiso, and today we shall be focusing on sequence and series. This question was taken from Paper 1 Mathematics, June 2024. So, without wasting any further time, let us dive into it. So, the question says, consider the quadratic number pattern. 3, 7, and 12. They're asking, show that the general term of this number pattern is given by Tn is equals to 1 over 2n squared plus 5 over 2n. So first and foremost, we must find our first and second difference. And how do we do that? We know that our first difference is going to be T2 minus T1, which is 7 minus 3, which is 4. And we know that T3 minus T2 is actually equals to 5. And getting our second difference, we know that this is 1. Therefore, 3.1.1, to find Tn, we know that Tn is given by an squared plus bn plus c. To find all these values, to find a, we are going to say 2a is equals to the second difference, which is 1, and therefore our a is 1 over 2. Okay, sharp. And to find this b, we know that the equation that we are going to use is going to be 3a plus b is equals to the first difference, which is 4. Okay, don't be mistaken, this is 4. Okay, and then to find, before that, let us substitute our 3, which is our a, which is 1 over 2 plus b equals to 4, and we know that our b will be given as 5 over 2. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Getting c, we are gonna use a plus b plus c is equals to the first term. In our case, it's 3. Substituting everything, where our a was 1 over 2, our b was 5 over 2, our c is the unknown and equals to 3. Getting this, we are going to get c as 0. Therefore, Tn is actually equals to 1 over 2n squared plus 5 over 2n plus 0. Therefore, you have proven to them that Tn is actually equals to that. Right. Moving on, 3.1.2. What number must be added to Tn minus 1 so that Tn is equals to 13527? So, first and foremost, you must understand something. Good people, when you don't understand the question, what you see, just write it down. We see 3.1.2. Tn is actually equals to 13. Was it 13? Yes. 13527. This is what is given. And they want us to find a value whereby when you add it to Tn minus 1, it will give you Tn is equals to 13,527. So, without wasting time, let us attempt the question. This is what we have. This is what we can work with at the moment. So, what are we going to do? We know that Tn is actually equals to that general equation. Therefore, 13,527 is equals to 1 over 2 n squared plus 5 over 2 n. Okay, good. So now multiplying everything, I don't like this 2, so multiplying everything by 2, we are going to get 13,527 times 2, which is actually equals to 27054. Yes, this is equals to n squared plus 5 n, and that's what you have. Moving this to the other side, we are going to have n squared plus 5n minus 27054 equals to 0. Getting our factors, we know that this is n. We want a value that will give us this, and there will be different signs here because of this. We want a number from this that will give us the 5, which is 162. Yes, 167. What happened? Yeah, 167. All right, good people. And solving for our n is equals to 162. And then n is equals to negative 167. We know that this cannot occur because we don't like working with negatives. Therefore, we are going to focus with this one. Okay? So now, the question says they want Tn minus 1. We have our n to be this. Therefore, we are going to just substitute this n here. Okay? So it's going to be T is equals to 162 minus 1. Okay? Which is therefore equals to the general equation. This general equation, we are gonna use it. So it's gonna be 1 over 2 n squared plus 5 over 2 n. So guys, we know that 162 minus 1 is 161. That's the term we want. Therefore, we're gonna say 161. Pressing this in our calculator, we get 1363. Okay? Yeah. Now, we are not done. Let's read the question. The question says, what number must be added to get this term? So how are we gonna get how are we going to do this? We are going to take this value, the original one, the original Tn, this one, and subtract it to this one. Okay, so it's gonna be 527 minus 13363, which is equals to 164. So therefore, we conclude now the number that must be added is 164. And then you are done. All right. Now we have 3.2. They say given an arithmetic sequence with Tn, the first term being 8 and the second term being 11. All right. I hope you guys understand. Let's write what we have. We have T1. T1 is equals to 8. T2, it's equals to 11. Yes, 11. This is what we have. Okay? The question says, calculate the value of n if Tn is equals to 41. Okay? It's simple. Using the formula, we know that the formula for an arithmetic sequence, it's actually, or before that, let's write it in a way we can understand it. We know that T1, T2, T3. Okay, T1 is 8, T2 is 11. And for us to get, we know that this is an arithmetic sequence. We know that it's going to be 11 minus 8, which is 3. And we just add 11 each and every time, which is 14. Okay? I hope you guys understand. Now, we have our the difference. And using that formula, general formula, we know that it's going to be Tn. It's actually equals to A plus n minus 1d. Okay? And since they want the term 41, was it 41? Yes, they want T41 and 41. Yeah, T41. 41 is equals to our first term, it's 8. We want n minus 1 d. And our d is actually 3. Okay? This is going to be 41 equals to n times 3. So it's gonna be 3n minus, is it minus? Plus, sorry. Plus 5. Okay? Taking the 5 that side is gonna be 36 equals to 3n, and therefore n is actually 12. Therefore, T12 is actually equals to 41. Alright. Now, they are saying a new arithmetic sequence P is formed using the term position and the term value of the given arithmetic sequence. So what are they saying? Let us recall. The first statement said T, what was it? They said T1 is equals to 8. T1 is equals to 8 and T2 is equals to 11. What they are saying is that this is T1, T2, T3, right? This is gonna be 8, this is gonna be 11, and we know that this is gonna be 14. What they are saying is that a new arithmetic sequence, they are just gonna switch rows. Where you see 8, you're gonna switch it. Where you see, you're gonna switch it, which means that instead of calling it a T, now we call it a P. And the position 1 is going to be a position 8. Position 2, T2 is gonna be position 11, and T3 is gonna be position 14. Just change, this is gonna be 1, this is gonna be 2, this is gonna be 3. Alright. But this is what the logic you must have. Okay? Alright, let's see. And they even gave it to you. You see? So now they're asking, write down the value of position 41. Remember, what did we do above? Where is it? We calculated T12, and the question is saying they want P41. This is simple. You can just write it straight up. 3.2.2 A, I believe. 2. Yes. So P41, it actually equals to 12. Remember, the positions just exchange. Alright, number B. They are saying calculate the value of the first term of the new arithmetic sequence. Wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to stress you, but before anything else, let's write what we know. We know that the general equation is going to be T n is equals to A plus n minus 1D. Right? Now, let's just exchange it a bit, and instead of calling it T, we're going to call it Pn is equals to A plus n minus 1D. Now I think we can work with this. So now exchanging the positions. All right, exchanging the positions. We know that P8 it's equals to, we don't know our A, plus where n we place 8 minus 1, we don't know our D, and we know that this is actually equals to 1. Okay, this is given, and we know that P11 is equals to the same thing, A plus, where you see n, you substitute with 11, which is this, and D, we don't know D, equals to 1. Okay, yes. So now here, let's just simplify a bit. Just simplification a bit. It's gonna be A into A plus 7D is equals to 1. If it's fine by you guys. And then this, so this is 2. I'm sorry, this is 2, yes. So simplifying this is gonna be A plus 10D is equals to 2. Okay, so here we can use we can take, let's call this equation 1 and this equation 2. Okay, so we can say equation 2 subtract equation 1, so that we can cancel a's, these two a's. Okay, so we're gonna have, let me just write it down. It's gonna be A plus 10D is equals to 2, subtract A plus 7D is equals to 1. This is gonna be 10 minus 7, it's 3D is equals to 2 minus 1, it's 1. And our D is equals to 1 over 3. Okay, and you can use any one of the two equations. Let's use equation let's use equation 2. So from equation 2, we're gonna sub equation 3 into it. Okay, so it's gonna be A plus 10, where we see D, we substitute it with 3 equals to 2, and we're going to get our we're going to get our A as negative 4 over 3. Okay, and we know that technically our A value is actually our first term. So therefore, P1 is actually equals to negative 4 over 3. And you are done. Okay, is there any other question? No. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment. If there's any questions you want to ask, feel free. Stay tuned to the next video. Thank you. Bye.